Alrighty, so most people think there's only two ways of actually sprinting faster. Either to take steroids, or just pick your parents wisely and have crazy genetics. But what if I told you that you could actually run super fast and get way faster to the point where people would think you're on steroids? Well, in this video I'm going to show you the exact full guide to sprinting ridiculously fast. I'm going to show you methods that you've probably never seen before, and I'm going to show you things that are proven to get you running super fast. By the way, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Max Sheriff, and I have taken my 40-yard dash from 5.15 seconds to 4.6 seconds. So I've undergone my own transformation. I'm actually quite fast now. By the way, I created a 4-week speed training program that's backed by science to prove to you that you can sprint way faster in just 4 weeks. Seriously, check it out. We've already had a client who's made crazy progress. But anyways, let's get into this guide. How to sprint so fast that people think you are on steroids. First of all, sprinting. You've got to be doing sprinting. It's the law of specificity. What would a painter do if they wanted to get better at painting? They would probably paint. So why do you want to get faster and you're not even sprinting? Makes no sense, mate. So yeah, what I want you to be doing is going out and sprinting often. The specifics of why sprinting is good, other than the law of specificity, is that it's a fast, short ground contact time activity with insanely high ground reaction forces, both horizontally during acceleration and vertically during upright sprinting. It's also going to develop your fast twitch muscle fibers, which will help you sprint faster, and it will make you super elastic. There's also no single better movement pattern for increasing general athletic capabilities than sprinting. Seriously, there's been studies that have shown it was better for improving strength, power and agility than traditional plyometric training. There's also been a study that showed it increased the velocity which baseball pitchers could pitch at. So even if you play other sports and you've clicked on this video because you want to get faster, chances are it's going to help you with other things. If you're a rugby player and you just wanted to get faster by looking at this video, which by the way at the end of the video you will, it's probably also going to help you with other things like your strength and whatnot. Oh yeah, it also found that if you do sprinting, it's going to help you get more jacked, help you get stronger. It's also even going to help your endurance. So sprinting is cracked. Sprinting is an incredible exercise. Now into the specifics of speed training is you have to be sprinting at above 95% of your max speed. Otherwise you're not training max speed. Okay, if you're sprinting below 95% of your max speed, you're not going to stimulate the CNS, and as a result you're not going to get adaptations that make you sprint faster. So how are we going to make sure that you sprint above 95% of your max speed? We're going to rest in between sets. That means you're going to rest at least a minute per every 10 meters sprinted. If you sprint 40 meters, you're going to rest at least 4 minutes. You're going to warm up pretty well. You're going to get your heart rate rising, and you're going to get really active and feel really fresh. You've got to feel fresh. You've got to have slept well the night before. You've got to have had your nutrition down. You've got to have consumed enough carbs, maybe even caffeinated. Got to be feeling good, and you've got to time your sprints. So many people don't time their sprints. Why? It's not sprinting if you're not timing it, or racing someone, because you have to push that max intent. If you're not timing it, you're probably not going to be going as fast as you possibly can. Whereas if you're timing it, you're trying to go faster than you can. You're trying to go faster than you've ever been before. And as a result from that, you're going to get faster. Seriously, everything changed when I started timing my sprints. Next, sleds. Sleds are a very potent tool if you want to get faster. It's going to increase your horizontal force production and your horizontal power, which is going to help your acceleration. Acceleration is all about horizontal force production, horizontal power. The way you're going to do this is start heavier and then work down lighter. For example, you start at 50% velocity decrement or 50 to 70% body weight, and then you work down to 25 to 50% body weight, then finally down to 10 to 20% body weight, and you can do that multiple times. Basically, the heavier loads is going to help your early acceleration more, and then the lighter loads is going to help your later acceleration more. But yeah, really potent tool. If you want to get better acceleration, sleds are your best friend. Next, strength. Strength is really important if you want to get faster. You need to increase the amount of force that your body can produce into the ground. This is huge for early acceleration because early acceleration is all about force. The best sprinters are very strong. I think in one of my other videos I got a clip up, there were 2 clips. It was like Noah Lyles power cleaning ridiculous weight, and then someone else, I can't remember, squatting like 500 pounds or something. So you have to be strong. The best exercise for getting faster in the weight room is the Bulgarian split squat. This is huge for early acceleration. Why? Because it's specific. It's similar joint angles to what you see in early stance and when the glute is fully lengthened. You want to get really strong with this. As well, it is also single leg, so it's really specific to sprinting. A goal would be to aim, by the way, elite sprinters don't care about arbitrary strength standards, they just want to get as strong as possible. But if you can aim to one day get to 1.5 times body weight on the Bulgarian split squat, you're going to be strong as hell, you're going to be fast as hell, you're going to have no problems when it comes to acceleration. So go get strong on the Bulgarian split squat. Next, calf raises. Calf raises are often neglected. It's really important for sprinters. It's really important if you want to get faster. Why? It's because the gastroconsolius, they're the muscles in your calf, and they attach to the Achilles tendon. And that is the ever important spring in your leg that helps you jump high and sprint fast. By training your calves, you increase the cross-sectional area of that Achilles tendon, which makes it a stiffer and more useful tendon so that you can jump higher and sprint faster. So go get really freaking strong on the calf raises. Next, squats and half squats. You need to increase the amount of force that your body can produce into the ground. As we said earlier, this is huge for early acceleration. You need to get strong on the squat. The deep back squat isn't going to be as good as the half squat because it's less specific. Half squat is less deep range of motion. It's going to be more specific, right? And it's not going to be as good as the Bulgarian split squat because it's on 2 legs. However, if you can get really strong on the squat, I firmly believe that your acceleration can be pretty good. Obviously, it's no match for stuff like sled sprints and normal sprints, but if you can get stronger on it, it's going to help your early acceleration, how quickly you can just explode out the blocks, right? So, really, really important. Elite sprinters, as I said, don't care about arbitrary strength standards, but if you can get to 2 times body weight on the back squat one day, you'll be really strong. And half squats, obviously, are very potent for that acceleration. Next, power cleans. You need to increase your ability to produce lots of force very quickly. Acceleration is all about rate of force development, and the best way to increase rate of force development is power cleans. All the best sprinters and the best athletes, you know, the NFL players, that kind of thing, they all do Olympic lifts. Why? Because it works. I've seen a direct correlation between how high my power clean is and how fast my acceleration is. So if you can get your power clean up, you're going to sprint faster. You can also do squat jumps if you don't want to learn the power clean technique, but power cleans are a really important thing that you must learn. The way you learn power cleans is by repping out an empty barbell, really. You get an empty barbell, you rep it out hundreds of times, and that should help you to get really good at the power clean, and you watch YouTube videos and that will help you a lot as well. Next, the RDL. The hamstrings and glutes are so important for sprinting. If you want to get faster, you need to have strong hamstrings and glutes. And one of the best exercises for increasing your strength in these muscles is the RDL. So get your RDL strong. Chances are you'll be able to sprint a bit faster. Next, squat jumps. Squat jumps are a good tool for increasing your rate of force development. We've talked about rate of force development earlier. The way I like to do these is to superset them with squats for PAP. This is a phenomenon called post-activation potentiation. Basically, after you do a set of squats, your leg muscles are activated after it, and If you wait like 10 seconds or so, and then you do more of a plyometric thing, you're going to get better results from it because of that PAP, which in turn leads to better adaptations, and then you get more powerful, whatever. So PAP is a really good tool to be using. However, it's not going to be as potent as power cleans, so it's definitely not a substitute, but it's something that you can mess around with and put into your training, and it's really, really good. Before we go on to plyometrics, I'd just like to say that if you want us to put all this training together and actually have a training program that properly works and has been proved to work, check out the programs in our description. If you're looking to get faster, the two ones I couldn't recommend more are the VIP coaching. This is where I will literally design it. I have the time to design a program exactly for you, and that is a really good fit for you if you're really motivated to become a better athlete. However, it's pretty expensive, but you will see crazy results. The other option we have is the more of a sort of just a simple training program, but it's something that will definitely get you way faster. You're not going to have direct access to me, but it's going to be a training program that's going to work, and you're going to get faster, and it's backed by science, and it's already gotten athletes quicker, as I said, in just 2 weeks of it being released. So check that out if you want. That one is literally $10 to get way faster. Bit of a bargain if you ask me. Anyways, let's go on to plyometrics. So the broad jump is one of the best plyometrics you can do to get faster. There was a study here, Sergio et al. 2021. The broad jump highly correlates with sprint speed. There's literally calculators online where you can put in your sprint speed, so your time over the 60 meters, and it will calculate your broad jump. It is actually pretty accurate, and you can do vice versa. But yeah, broad jump is a really good one. It basically just tests how much horizontal power you can produce, and acceleration is dependent on exactly that. A good aim would be 300 centimeters plus, and the way you're going to get to that is by doing broad jumps 2 times per week. Broad jumps, really important, the most important on this list for sure. Next, hurdle jumps. Hurdle jumps are a really potent tool for improving your RSI, which is your reactive strength index, which is basically a very key determinant of how fast you are. And good sprinters are good at them, so we want to get better at the stuff that good sprinters are good at. Next, let's talk about a bit of technique. So you've got to dial in your technique. If you can use these cues, your sprint form will look better than 90% of athletes. In terms of acceleration, you want to throw your shoulders out in front of you, throw your shoulders forward. Then with the knees, you want to drive them down and back for the first 3 steps, down and back, down and back, down and back, then drive the knee down every step after that. That is going to help you to be really aggressive in your push and have that horizontal power and that force dialed in so you can accelerate fast. And throwing your shoulders forward is going to allow you to project your body. Now, top speed, you want to land under your hips and drive down into the ground. You want to keep your hips straight and tuck the glutes in. Then stand tall with a tight core. All 3 of these really important so that you can have your top end speed right and have the perfect mechanics. And as I said, your form will look better than 90% of athletes if you can apply both of these. So technique is really important. Top speed, land under your hips, don't overstride. Most people overstride, that keeps them slow. Keep your hips straight. You've got to keep, I don't know how to explain it, but you almost like tense your glutes so that you're straight. Then stand tall, pretty self-explanatory. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you check out the programs, subscribe, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.